Hello and welcome back, my friends, to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. We just met with Natsaiona here at the Hogsfield, the lower Hogsfield, I guess. That's where we left her the last time. So actually, we are going to do the main quest line because I feel slightly over-leveled. Not necessarily overpowered, to be honest, but over-leveled for the main quest.
Good to see you, my friend.
So let's go. She's
Hello,
repeating
Natalie.
herself.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there,
Impatient
and I saw what
one.
happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that
It seems like
Rookwood and Harlow
word
are a threat
spread
to both
fast
of
in
us.
Hogwarts, like
To
in
all
every
of
other
us.
school.
Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs
True.
Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Alrighty.
Be on your guard.
So I'm a little bit confused. So there's an Officer Singer.
What's going on?
And what is the difference between an officer and an aura? I always thought of the auras like the policemen of the wizarding world. What is going on there? Yeah, let's have a look.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Oh, come on. I at least I'm going to take the side quest
Pardon me.
so that I have it in my quest journal.
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizardkind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you.
Well,
I wish it had been under better circumstances.
sorry mate, I'm not going to help you.
Gringotts. I shouldn't be surprised.
There's another
what
one.
happened to Arn.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Yeah, talk to me. Come on.
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone
Never
would
heard
come
of
along
it.
soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an
An
astrolabe?
honorable
It's an
quest.
astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
But she's still a Slytherin though.
It sounds dangerous.
I mean,
especially for
with
something
that
more
set
sentimental
off
value.
attitude and I don't know, like background,
But
you
I'd
would
be
assume that
forever
she would be a
grateful.
Ravenclaw.
Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my
Right there where
grandfather's
the
astrolabe
monster
back.
lurks with his red eyes.
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Yeah, I mean, like, how can I even dive? I think I don't have the necessary spell yet.
They must have come this way. Think!
Revelio.
Oh, bad guys.
No idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back.
It's an interesting way to hold your wand.
Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
Did he like glue them to the back of his fingers?
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Ah, he fixed it.
Let's get this over with. What are you doing?
Ouchie. Okay, that felt overpowered. To be fair. Oh, but there's more.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ashwin, a duelist. Noise style. The collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights on enemies, such as their weaknesses to certain spells. Oh, interesting.
You'll take this student on the dead body!
That's just the beginning.
Well,
What on earth just happened? I've never
I
been
kind of like
such a man.
pulverized that guy.
Hogwarts.
There's only like ashes remaining.
Are you all right?
Hello, Nora.
Thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Nice to meet you.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I
Nice.
can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was
Just had to adjust my
rudely
lightning a bit.
interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet.
Incendio.
It's just over there by my tent.
Already.
This trunk.
Yes,
Revelio.
plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Mellow sweet
Now,
leaves.
notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
My word! Did you see that? The vines
Revelio.
disappeared.
What should I do now? Accio.
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about...
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
I cannot wait for her to talk. I was just trying it and it worked.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
Ooh, looks like a mirror image or illusion.
Hardly believe it.
And it's gone.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Goodbye. It was a pleasure meeting you. So, where to now?
Revelio.
A lot of treasure here.
Here for my wares. I'm afraid.
It's like, after what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
This one is closed.
Revelio.
Just randomly strolling into her house,
Accio.
stealing her stuff. Nothing suspicious here, madam.
Revelio.
Let me just quickly go through your stuff. And I'm out. I mean, she clearly saw me. But she didn't say a thing, so I think it's okay.
Revelio.
Why does she have Slater, a jumper, in her backyards where her sheeps are? Ooh, there's an enemy. I think those are like the first enemies I encounter randomly.
Accio. Levioso. Potato. Accio. Incendio. Cursed fiends.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Only because they are spiders, they are not necessarily cursed, I would say. Okay, where to? Potion class. I hope that those quests are not disappearing when I'm like proceeding in the main story. And I guess there will be some way to do them even then. I'm really curious. I believe I should be able to fly by now, but I think I did too much stuff not belonging to the main storyline. I mean, they are just for level 4, so yeah, definitely a little bit over the top of my level at the moment.
I think
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
There we go.
Revelio.
What was there? No, I'm not doing it again. I'm just going to like take the stuff here because we are already here. It just makes sense. But nothing more. Professor Sharp's Aura Badge. Auras comprise the Ministry's magical law enforcement and protect the wizarding world from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. This Aura Badge belongs to Professor Sharp.
Revelio.
Nice one, Professor Sharp. The Aura. Let me just go into your office real quick, steal your stuff. Memorandum, day 21st of December 1875, from Aura Office, subject Borgin and Burks. We know them. Borgin and Burks has had an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given that we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more auras to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. So he like basically has 2 jobs.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
He has some Severus Snape vibes, to be honest.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Looks good to me. But better someone else try it first.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain.
It reminds me that we have a herb planted,
Come and see me when you
so
finish
it is
brewing.
probably ready to
See if
harvest.
it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Well,
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that color.
Revelio.
all right, got everything I need
Precision
and a
is
little
key
bit
when
more.
brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Endurance potion, a potion that enhances the drinker's defense by covering them with a durable rocky skin. Takes me 30 seconds to brew.
And now we add the mallow sweet. and-
Revelio.
That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Oh, no! Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Well, I mean, at least a
What
firework.
now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
No. What is he doing if I just leave now? Bye.
Keep your potion stations.
Come on, seriously?
I brewed an Endurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid
Give me
grasp of
like
how to
2 weeks.
combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.